Apparently, Herbert wanted to make an appearance. Okay, that's Herbertception right there. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Oh my god. The stupidity. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Glitch, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I hope everyone is having a fantastic start to their week. I have a rogue Roomba on my stream. I was obviously you fire up OBS and everything before you start streaming, and Herbert was just randomly going around the screen, and I don't know why at all, because it wasn't when I opened the scene or anything. It was just I was sitting here getting everything up and ready, and then all of a sudden I just see Roomba go across the screen, and then Roomba go across the screen. And now Zunder has redeemed Herbert, and he's not working. Let's see here. Guys, I have broken the internet. Alright, let's try plugging away at work.
Beef jerky, all day, all night.
I hope you were having a good day at work, Tani. I had a very, it was a good stressful. I had to present my, my thing for next week to, like managers and one of the vice presidents of the company today, but they loved it. So that was exciting. Hope they send me free beef jerky. So I am affiliated with beefjerky.com. They have sent me free jerky here and there, and they like track my sales and stuff like that from the link so that I can get rewards and things like that. But yes, thank you. So that does kind of tie it, not the jerky, although I do love the jerky. I will not be streaming next week because I will not be in the same state. I will be in San Diego, California. I will have limited access. I will have Discord because I'm going to have my phone. I'm going to have my laptop and everything like that. But I won't be able to stream. I might do some like videos or something like that for social media or on the Discord. Next week you should buy extra jerky to confuse them. That would be hilarious. That would be absolutely hilarious. Okay, I should eat this. But welcome in, Zunder. Welcome in, Tawny. Happy Monday. It's done. It's over with. We don't have another one for a week. Banana! Hi! I'm just eating my jerky. It's okay. Oh, I see how it is. Hello. Hello. You are late, sir. Yeah, you're late. You missed it. You're spelling over Zundies. I think it's fancy. I think it's very fancy. All right. Right there. Right there. Right there. There you go, baby. But welcome on in, guys. One of your cats looks like it wants to kill you when you eat jerky in front of it. Elena, hi! And yeah, he's a good boy. He just wants all the jerky. He is so mad at me. I had a Slim Jim over the weekend, and I would not share. And he just sat here and pouted. Dude, my hand is empty. My hand is empty. But welcome in, Elena and Banana. Alright, so tonight is a little bit of a different stream, and I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm hoping you guys enjoy it, but my number one true passion in life is design. I've talked about it before. I am a senior design lead, so I have been in the industry like 15 something years, more than probably. And I eat, sleep, and breathe design. You're gonna be lurking on and off. Don't worry, lurkers are the best thing ever. So I don't like when people shame lurkers because like they're super important. Like just because you can't watch, it's still supporting the channel. Gigi, hi. The Way of Pets. Their one question: you got any food? A senior design lead who can't play Minecraft. Exactly. I am much better at graphic design than I am at Minecraft. We'll put it that way. I love your face too, Banana. And Wolven, how are you? Welcome in. Oh, I just realized you can't see his face. There we go. But yeah, so I'm super excited. I actually reached out to friends, business contacts, things like that, and I have someone who asked me to help with her channel. So I'm actually going to be going through, and you're going to be able to watch me work. And then if anybody has questions, or say you need help with something, you want some insight for your channel or anything like that, just ask. That's why I'm here. But otherwise, at least we have this to work on, because like I said, this is my first time doing this, so I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I'm really excited. And I got a little sappy, and I put one of my favorite quotes up on the sidebar here right above my head, that art is for yourself and design is for others. So one of the things with graphic design is whether you're designing for a client or you're designing for the users who are going to be experiencing it, you're not just designing what you think is nice and what you think is cool and beautiful or whatever. You have to think about functionality. You have to think about readability. You have to think about, will people be able to use this thing that I'm putting together? So you have to, there's so many facets of design that you have to keep in mind. So, I put that quote there, and it's stupid and sappy, but I love it. So anyway, I'm actually going to show you. This is the channel that we're going to be working with. This is actually a really interesting one because there are some very specific, I don't want to say restrictions, but she is an occupational therapist who works with people. Oh, I am going to post this as a VOD on YouTube. I am. So it's going to go with the Design Academy series. And I'm hoping that this can, if you guys like it, if you guys enjoy it, I want to turn this into a regular thing. So I'm going to be putting the VOD up. And then I am going to be doing, once I'm back for California, I'm going to, oh yeah, Glitch, no worries. But once I'm back from California, we are going to do the next episode, which is color. So previously released, is this a Minecraft mod? Hi, Ashwin. Yes, this is the YouTube Minecraft mod. You get to watch YouTube in game. But yeah, so I want to post these VODs. I want to do this fairly regularly because I do think, like I said, it's something I'm very passionate about. And then I also will continue the recorded series where we go really in depth into all the different stuff about design. So once I get back, we're going to work on color. We have already released the introduction to branding. We have done the sort of overview of different softwares as well. So if you have not watched, I do have a YouTube channel where I am putting all of the Design Academy, well, it's my only YouTube channel, but all of my Design Academy stuff is up there so that you can go and look through it at your leisure. So as I said, today we're going to be starting some branding stuff. I have had conversations with Elizabeth, who is the woman who runs this channel, and she gave me a lot of really great, amazing, detailed information, because one of the things, so this is me working in almost a commission capacity. But anytime you're doing a brand, whether it's for yourself or for others, there's a lot of background information you kind of have to gather at the beginning. And I kind of did that already. So this is my starter document. And one thing that's really cool is I just started a Ko-fi? 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 And I have files up there for free. So it's not paid, it's just free, but it's a really great platform to start doing this. And then I do down the line actually want to put like graphics. So if you don't feel comfortable doing your own graphics, you don't want to hire a designer to do them for you, I'm going to put together some really cool stuff that you can then just download and use. Like $1 for a bunch of panels or something like that. That's down the line. So far, I have 2 free files for download. And one of them is actually this kind of section down here where it helps. It's called a design system. Did you have a hiccup? Did you have a hiccup? Is it the jerky? Yeah. What's cool about design systems is it allows you to put all of your design stuff in one place. You have, and I have my personal design system up here. So you can see I have my logos. Wisty, hi! You'll see I have my logos, my colors, my fonts, everything laid out. So if I need to go and make something, yesterday, I had to throw together a coffee banner, or Ko-Fi, or what? Does anybody know how you say that? Is it coffee? Oh, thank you for the alert, Wisty. I have no idea what it's called. Anyways, I had to throw together this banner. So you call that a style guide? Double bird! Yes! So, style guides, design systems, they kind of overlap. When you're doing, other people call them branding guides, but it's really just anything component-wise, anything that you can kind of pile together that you can go and just quick make all your stuff. Because I got my logos in here, I got my colors, I got everything to go. So it took me literally 2 minutes to make that banner. Instead of having to search for all my files and everything, it's all right here together. I include not just my logos and my brand, my colors, but also different icons that I use often. I even have my emotes in here because I use these in some of my designs. I want to make sure that I can zoom in close enough that you can see. So, like in my media kit here, I have my little emotes. Oh, thanks. I really love it. It's really helped me keep organized. So when I first started streaming, I didn't think Pug, hi. I didn't think about attacking. So I'm pretty sure that my computer was just like, yeah, it's Monday. I don't want to do this, guys. I'm done. All right. So let me get things back up and rolling here. But thank you for your patience. Oh, Lord. Everything is going on. Oh, Lord. I have too many programs open. Everything is opening on startup, and that's annoying. But okay. So, as I was saying, when I first started, that was your brain today. Yeah, same. My brain, I'm pretty sure, like when I walked in the house after work, because I actually had to go in the office today, I'm pretty sure I was like dragging it on the ground behind me. All right. So we got our bot up and running. Let's get some music going again. So yeah, when I first started streaming, I didn't think to approach of it like any other design project. When I work on my projects at work for clients, for friends, I always approach it with a very, focused, organized mindset. And then when I started doing this, I was like, this is fine. And that is why I have I have consolidated my folders by years, and the first folder is just a giant mess. And then as I've gone along, I've cleaned everything up, so now it's a much better experience as we go along. And then I have started, like I said, I think I did a command for it. So if you want a starter file, I have only done Adobe products so far. But there is an Illustrator file, a Photoshop file, or an XD file that you can download the basic template. I can actually show you the file itself. And it has a lot of common sizes for content creators. So this whole series, can you be dragged as well? I'll put you in a little backpack, Pug, okay? But I will... A lot of this Design Academy is targeted towards all of my friends in the content creation community. So, and yes, I have a Discord. So if you want, like I said, free downloads. You can go and grab these design systems to kind of get yourself off your feet if you would like them. And they have common file sizes, because I always have to Google how big should a YouTube banner be? How big should a profile picture be? So this actually has the standard sizes that they recommend. So I have the YouTube profile banner, profile picture, thumbnail size, Twitter banner, Twitter profile picture, post size, and then Twitch graphics for the banner, profile picture, and thumbnails. So it's not everything. I also have standard 1920 by 1080 overlay components here as well, so that you can start mocking up your overlays. You do that all the time too? I know. Canadian Jen! Will those work with Canva or GIMP? Not yet, but I will be working on those. So I have not had the time to do everything, but I do want to get it for all of the different kind of softwares out there. I just did not get it. So right now it is only with Adobe products, but I will be adding those as we go along. And all of them are exactly the same. So they all have the same size artboards. Everything in here is, I made sure that I replicated them across all the different, like I said, Illustrator, Photoshop, and XD. Because, those are the ones I have access to very easily. So anyway, that is kind of one of my starting points. And then just before I close out this file, I can show you what I was talking about with the overlay mockups. So you may notice this one right here, a little bit of deja vu over to the left here. So what I do is I mock up my overlays. Oh, you're listening to me teach. Yay. So teaching design for me is like, it truly is just a passion thing. In my day-to-day job, I'm a lead, which is kind of like an art director a little bit. So I get to help the junior designers grow. I get to, get ideas and inspire people and all that stuff. And that's really what I want. Welcome to Identity System. That's another brand identity. There's like a million names for the same thing. But yeah, so when I do my overlays, I actually mock them up in XD first. And then I go and transition these over. So I use nested scenes in OBS. I don't know if you guys are familiar. Nutty has a really great video about it. Nutty is a huge inspiration to me. I love that dude. So some of these, like the cat camera, that is a nested scene, which I forgot to... Yep, there we go. There's our Bubba. There's our Bubba. So the cat cam is a nested scene. My main camera with the little cat profile is a nested scene. So then I have those components that I can kind of move around. And then based on all the different uses for whatever I'm doing, you're just starting and need everything. Okay, so on my on that coffee that I started out, you can download the base kind of files and then started working off it on your own. And I also on YouTube I have started a series. It's called Design Academy, which is what this is. And it's kind of walking through. There's only 2 episodes so far. You're nursing a bottle kitten. Baby. Wee baby. Sorry, I'm broken. YouTube up in your Discord. Yes! Thank you. That's awesome. But yeah, so I really want to help people who are just starting out, people who want to improve the look of their channels, because there's so much when it comes to being a content creator. You kind of have to just opened his eyes. Oh my god. So a couple years ago we fostered a pregnant mama, and so we have the 8-day-old kitten just opening his eyes, drinking a bottle, and then Gigi just stretched and almost knocked her kid on the floor. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, so I want to help people because, like I said, with content creation, you have to do everything. You do video editing, you do audio editing, you do motion graphics, you do regular graphics, you do analytics and marketing, and you kind of get stretched in a million different ways. So I want to help everybody do the best that they can and everything they can. And not everybody can afford to you got a claw in the back for it. Oh no. But yeah, not everybody can afford to pay an artist to do these things for them. So I'm lucky enough that I've been able to do my graphics from day one. But I do commission out emotes because I'm not as good at emotes as, I don't know, an emote artist. Dawn, hi! Yes, I'm super excited. We're talking about my favorite thing in the world, which is design. Tads! Oh my goodness, hi Tats, welcome in. Happy Monday. I hope you're not too tired. I saw you had to work late again. Pooh. I am good. Aw, thank you, Pug. Well, I try. Like I said, I've been in the industry for a long time. I do this all the time. This is like when I'm not streaming, I like doing the graphics for my channel or video editing or anything like that instead of like actually, I don't know, marketing the channel. Crazy and knackered, but had a rest. Oh, good. Sky! Hello, beautiful! And Bumsy! Oh my goodness. Yes, so we are doing a design stream, and I am super lucky, as I just closed the program of which I'm trying to use. I have a friend who asked if I could help her brand her channel. And I was kind of going into some of the backgrounds. Oh, thank you, Dawn. I do really love it. You love doing your own art, even did a new emote.
I'm a kitty cat, and I dance, and I dance.
Oh, Delbert, thank you for the follow. And Tats, I love it. I love your little baboon monkey guy. I hope I called it the right thing. It's a baboon, right? Yeah, Jessie Mama's the orangutan. You're the baboon. It's so hard. Do I know how to do color grading? So I've done a super teeny tiny bit of it in DaVinci Resolve, but not too much. It's one of those things I'm learning. You wish you had, yeah, time is like the killer. That time is the killer right there. But I'm hoping so. I'm flying to San Diego on Monday, so 1 week from today, and then I have to fly back on Friday. And that is 6 hours each way that I'm on a plane with no access to Wi-Fi. So I am going to have my laptop and I am going to be designing stuff that I have no time to be doing. Time is like the killer thing. It's the killer thing. So swinging back around to the channel that we're going to be working on, it is Little Steps, Big Gains, which is it is for people with neurological disorders, and it is Elizabeth is an occupational therapist who does these videos that help you with no layovers. No, I got straight flights, like, because my company's paying for it. So I was like, hey, I don't want to stop over. And apparently nobody does. So there's like 6 or 7 other people going to the event, and we're all on the same flight. Sounds like a challenge to make on a plane. I don't know, because I have my laptop and I have a wireless mouse. So it depends on how much turbulence there is. Hopefully there's not a lot. Hopefully it's a smooth flight. Yeah, lucky but also darn. I'm sorry, Dawn. I'm sorry. But yeah, I just wanted a straight flight. So for me, I'm very open with you guys about this. I have a lot of anxiety in this brain. So takeoffs and landings are terrifying to me. So the fewer takeoffs and landings I have to do, the better. Like, once we're up in the sky, I'm actually pretty okay. It's just that initial and then the and you realize you're wearing a revolver up its knee. I will have to make it to Texas, though, at some point. Somehow. Maybe I'll suggest that the next company event be in Texas. It's like, hey, we should go to Texas. We can hold it at Dawn's house. Yes, Sleepy Kitty. So this is Old Man Bubba. He pretty much just sleeps and begs for food. All on the same flight sounds weird. Your work, so they try not to fly too many people on the same flight so in case it goes down. That's chipper. Found it weird. Plus, directors weren't allowed to fly together. Wow. Wow. Yeah, no. So it's can't promise we'll be free of pet mass disasters. Oh my god. That's crazy. So I will say none of the people on the flight that I know of are like VPs or anything like that. It's just going to be like either managers or event coordinators or presenters, things like that. But that's yeah. Yeah, now I'm like, "Oh, great. Great." Although I specifically scheduled a therapy appointment this week so that I can talk to her about coping skills for flying. Yes, I did actually look it up. I am going to be on an Airbus 320 or something like that, and it's one of the safest planes in the world. Since 1991, I think they've had 32 incidents ever, and not all of them were bad. Just incidents. Yes, it is far more dangerous to drive in a car than fly. All right. Sorry, I can't get distracted. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. I like talking to you guys. All right, so yes, Little Steps, Big Gains, like I said, is for people with neurological disorders. So we do have to be careful. And like I said, I have a ton of really great background information on this. And some of them are... Quack! Yes, some of them are quack. Quack, hi! Some of them are about different things that we need to be very careful of. So we don't want anything that is too distracting. So if we do anything with motion, like motion graphics, that is going to change on the screen, it can't be too much. It can't be busy. It can't be, crazy animated. We also have to be careful with colors. And we need to make sure that everything is... some of them are quack. Mo, yes. I own this. This is okay. So, like I said, we had a nice discussion. That was auto-modded, which I think is funny. I think that's hilarious. So a second document that I made available on Coffee, what am I doing? is actually a checklist to help if you guys are doing a new anything. It's just a project details, but it helps you kind of gather all the information that you need. So Tads, XD doesn't have a dark mode. All the other Adobe programs have dark mode, not XD. It's one of the biggest requested features on the. So I am on the feedback board, not board. Like they have a feature request website that I go on often to request features, to vote features up, all that kind of stuff. And that one is always on there that they need a dark mode. I know, that's crazy. Yeah, every other Adobe program has it, except XD. Yeah, dark mode is life. Agreed. Everything I have is in dark mode except XD. I'm just gonna die a little inside. You have a few neuro disorders? Oh, Mumsy. Well, I know that Elizabeth specifically targets or works with Parkinson's disease and ataxia. Ataxia. I'm just glad I didn't call it taxes. That's so anyway. So she specifically deals with those, but she does exercises to help improve mobility and to work on, just increasing. I can say they can transfer to the department and OBT. Well, one of the things I love about XD is they are constantly updating it. They do weekly updates to the software, which is fantastic. And this has come so far from when they first released it because they do that. It's just they still don't have dark mode. So this is together. This is the other document that's available on Ko-fi. But it helps you just make sure you cover all your bases. So project name, if you're doing it yourself or if you're commissioning an artist, because if you aren't doing it, the artist needs to know this information too. A brief description of what you want to do with the project. So, emotes or website or whatever. Your colors, your fonts, any types of images and logos and that kind of stuff. Two of my favorite things that help when you are designing, especially if you're designing for someone else, all software should have dark mode. Agreed. Remember using all the Photoshop ins early and they didn't have dark mode back then? I know. When they introduced dark mode, it was just amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I loved it so much. But yeah, so these two sections here in the middle are actually some of my favorite ones to work with is competitors and examples that you love and competitors and examples to avoid. So when you are designing something, you always need to find inspiration somewhere. It doesn't, as much as it would be great if you could just pull it out of your butt, it has to come from somewhere. Bunny, hi! Welcome in. So having lists of just stuff you like, whether it is directly related or contact a person from Adobe. Everything on 2 screens is dark mode. Borrow the small part of my stream. I'm so sorry, Tad. I'm so sorry. I mean, it sucks because I really like XD. I love working in this program. A design competitor. Yes, exactly. I tried to keep things in simple terms because this isn't just for graphic designers. Although maybe by the end of Design Academy, we'll have some new ones in the world. But yeah, just being able to look at something and be like, okay, I like this. What do I like about it? And okay, so these things are similar. These things I want to avoid. So if you really hate the color purple, I want to make sure I don't put purple in it. Probably a good thing. I also have sections for like demographics and testimonials, if any of that stuff is relevant. But again, this is another thing that is out there to kind of help you guys get on your feet. And I'm going to be releasing more things on Ko-fi as we go along. That's what I hope to work on the airplane. More things for you guys. Moving to Capture One and Affinity. Oh, nice. So in the conversations I've had with Elizabeth, she did tell me, "You're over Adobe." Yeah. It's one of those things. So the place that I'm employed, my 40-hour a week job, uses Adobe products. So I am in Adobe all day, every day, and having to switch gears sometimes is more detrimental than anything. So we have had conversations of switching to Figma, but that is one of those big things. Anytime you work at a company, you have to prove that any kind of a transition like that, especially when money's involved, you have to be careful on, or not careful, but you have to fight your fight. Figma. Aw, well, Sketch is Mac only, but Figma is, it has some really nice features, but there are other features that are really nice in XD. So XD actually lets you go directly to Photoshop from XD, which is fantastic. I also have a ton of cat hair on my microphone, so I'm sorry. It's like right in my face. So, your photography of the daytimes, do you find what you like? Yes. And that's one of the things that I always, I guess, preach. Use the software that works best for you. Don't go buy expensive software because that's what someone told you to. No. Find the software that works for your budget, that works for your workflow, that works for your style, that works for what you're trying to do. Where's the link for call? Dude, I have a command. Look at me being prepared. Have I tried some plugins? Yes, I actually love plugins in XD. Although most of I have like 20 in my workflow. This is my home computer, so I only have Color Inverter and Whiteboard. I love Color Inspo because it has your contrast checker for accessibility, which is key for when I'm working for work. Aw, thanks, Bunny. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to keep adding stuff. Yeah, the cat owner life. There's just cat hair everywhere. And like Aw, Pug. You are just one of the greatest supporters on the channel, and you...
Beef jerky, all day, all night.
And you support Team Extraordinary so wonderfully. So yes, I like you. Let's see. Oh, this got your attention, huh? Little brat. Where you, brat? Where you, brat? Only the teeniest, tiniest of pieces. Over here. Bubba. Over here. Nope. Almost there. You're almost there. Oh, you're drooling, dude. He's drooling all over his blankie. Aww. You're such a sweetheart, Pug. Bunny, thank you for the jerky. We both appreciated it. Drooly McDroolerton. So, I don't know how many of you were around, but... Oh, it might be 6 months or maybe almost a year ago. Bubba had to have 6 of his teeth removed. So, he tends to drool. He doesn't have any teethers on the one side of his face. That is one of the things. So we found him as a stray. Is it soft jerky? It's not super tough. It's not super tough. Some of them are softer than others. So I love the Cowboy Campfire, which is one of the tougher ones. But they have some that are just like tender and like just pull apart. You like the really hard stuff? You like to fight? Yeah, so I would suggest Cowboy Campfire. So this one is a typical, tough jerky. Whereas some of the flavored ones, like the garlic, the whiskey barbecue, some of those flavored ones, I think the teriyaki are a little softer and more tender. But I love the Cowboy Campfire. It's just as like this really... lay down. Just lay down. Alert, it doesn't taste like campfire. It does not taste like campfire. It does have liquid smoke. So it has a little bit of a smoky flavor to it, but it does not taste like a campfire. It also, I like reading the back of it because it's just so ridiculous. Popping black pepper flavor meets mild hickory smokehouse in a tantalizing tango of tastes. AKA delicious. All right, so some of the different things that we had talked about is, you know, nothing too flashy, nothing too bright, so avoiding neon colors. Tango Tech, yes. This beef jerky is part Tango Tech. That's horrible. But yeah, so we need to avoid like neon colors, super flashy stuff. We want to make sure it's nice and easy to read. So I did kind of go out and I did some research. And first of all, I looked at some other websites. So she caters to Parkinson's disease and ataxia. So I went to the official websites, Poetry and Dried Meat. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So I went to Parkinson's and Ataxia's official websites, and I'm starting to see some trends. Blue and like a golden yellow. Again, very easy to read, very clean. So I also was looking up, so I've told you guys before, I love color. I love color theory. And there are some, like the color theory community is a little split. Some people look purely at the scientific light spectrum side of it, and some people look at the emotional connection to it. And I do like kind of looking at both. So when you work with the color wheel, certain things work together because they're in certain places on the color wheel. But I also wanted to see about certain colors, if maybe, like, should I go with blue? Is there something else I should maybe investigate a little bit? And one of them is that there was a study done that they had a group of people, they split it in half so they could, you know, compare the two. And they had them doing the same task. And then they took a break. And one group got to see a picture of nature, and one group got to see a concrete. And then afterwards, the people that took the break and looked at a picture of nature for a minute did better. They had more concentration, they had more focus, they were able to just, calmed the brain, it improved their recognition, so they went forward and they were doing better. So I contemplated, should we add green into it? Or should we just do blues with a green undertone? And I was looking around. I found 3 color palettes that kind of drew me in. So that is right. Oh, yes. You guys can see that circle. Let's zoom out a little bit here. So Elizabeth said she uses dark blue right now. She's fine with staying in the blue spectrum. She's fine with trying green as well. I did as I sat here and sort of looked at these, I'm kind of not, like, this is nice, but it's not, I don't know, it doesn't feel medicinal to me. It feels like a Whole Foods. So I think I'm actually going to reduce it down because now we have 2 competing color palettes. And I'm not sure. So if I look over here, the Parkinson's is kind of like a slightly greenish blue, whereas this the Ataxia one is just like a really nice solid blue. You like the bottom one? I really, really love this color. This in general is just so beautiful. You're not a big fan of orange. I mean, not everybody is. And it also depends on your circumstances and, you know, what are you trying to accomplish. This music is putting you to sleep. Oh no. Well, what's funny is this song is actually called Asleep. I figured I went with chill. Let's see. Chill piano, chill jazz. There's chill EDM. You're a teal girl, so that speaks to you. I do love teal. I do love teal. That did not work. There we go. There's music. It's really quiet in the background. I don't know if you can hear that now. Let me try this. Can you hear that now? Okay. But yeah, so these are the two direction I was kind of thinking. There's the music. Yeah, so I was kind of thinking about this. Now, there is a third thing that also sometimes comes into play is she will also do videos directed towards the occupational therapists, which don't have necessarily the same criteria as the ones for the actual patients. So they could have brighter colors. They could have, you know, crazy things. So I'm wondering, oops, if we could potentially combine these color palettes into something, I don't know if I want that one or not. I feel I should have a lighter color. And I'm not sure which one would be better. But I'm thinking, what if we had like just a single color pop with the yellow? Because that orange was very strong. It's a nice orange. It reminded me of an orange. I like oranges. Orange is my favorite flavor of fruit. But my favorite fruit is strawberry. So I like artificial orange and natural orange. But natural strawberry trumps natural orange. These are the important things that go on in my head when I design things. What if you added to the light jean color? Wait, this one? This one. Make the lightest blue. Okay, that makes sense. Ooh, I like that. Nice icy color. That's... Ooh, I like this, guys. I like this. Yeah, I really like that. Alright, so I'm going to actually add these colors to the document. And zoop. Alright. A light color but easy on the eyes. Yes, I love it. Oh, I'm gonna have to get these values then, but I'll do that off stream. So I'm thinking these two are going to be the secondary color pops. Something that is used sparingly, but when it's needed or when it makes sense. And then keep the 3 blues as the main colors for the brand. So I also, after I looked into colors, I looked into fonts. And one of the big things with this is it needs to be very easy to read. And I was looking at some of the most accessible fonts. So one of the things with design is there's actually law about yes, fonts. There are laws about making your content easy for people to read, view, etc. And that's called accessibility. That's from the WK, which is Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. You're such a font. Oh my god, I love fonts so much. And you know what's dangerous? I know you're a little anti-Adobe right now, but Adobe fonts with the toggles that you can turn them on and off. It's amazing. But yeah, so I was looking at the most accessible fonts. So this means stuff that is easy to read, easy to use. And the top 2 came down to Open Sans and Lato, which are both Google fonts. They're free for anyone to download. Google fonts are amazing. There's hundreds, maybe thousands of fonts, and they're all free. Your font manager lets you only install when you want to use. Oh, nice. So I forget. Oh, I used to use a font manager. What was it? Keep it classy, dude. Thank you. You like Open Sans is lovely. I do like it. So one of my, I don't want to say issues, but with Lato, for this, I do like Lato. Lato is a lovely font. But for this particular instance, the letters are just a little too close together. And serifs make reading hard for dyslexics. It's true. Did you know the most easy font for someone with dyslexia to read is Comic Sans? Comic Sans is better. Yeah, so Comic Sans is a villain in the design industry, but it's actually something with the way the letters are formed. Comic Sans is easier to read with dyslexia. Although they actually have started developing fonts specifically for dyslexics. They don't look that great. But they really do help discern the letters. So one of the things that dyslexics have issues with reading, especially online, is something like modern that has the R and the N next to each other. They kind of can look like an M because of the way that a dyslexic's brain is wired, and it looks like modem. And then you're like, the modem design. Okay. So they started developing these fonts specifically for people with dyslexia, but it's not exactly the most visually pleasing. I think it's called Dyslexio font. Yeah. So this is the font. Oh. Now Trebuchet is also good for dyslexia. If anybody needs to needs dyslexic font. But yeah, so it is Open Dyslexic Typeface. You've seen some people get fussy about it when using it professionally. Use Arial. Arial is nice. Trebuchet is nice. Helvetica is nice. I like all of those. My personal branding uses Poppins, which is a Google font. Zim, hi! Pegasus is also good for dyslexia. Ooh. I don't know if I've ever... No, I just want to see what that is. Pegasus font. Ooh. that's really nice. And you know it's good because the guy who invented it is named Bertold Volpe. It was an old MS font. The smooth font you get from Vanilla Tweaks made your daughter want to cry because it was so much more readable than its default. Yeah. So that's one of the things. So I am a subject matter expert in accessibility for my team at work, and it's amazing how if you don't think about it, it's just so easy to really screw up somebody's day. So a really great example of why accessibility is important is Chris, my husband, the emotional support beard. He is dyslexic and colorblind. So he kind of got two rough ones thrown at him. And he was playing Red Dead Redemption, the first one, when it first came out, and use High Logic main type for a font manager. I'm just gonna write that one down. High Logic main type. So he was playing Red Dead Redemption, and there is a quest where you have to ride through this big open field, and there's a red line that you follow. And when you are red-green colorblind, you can't tell the difference. So I got to spend a whole Saturday of my life sitting there going, straight, left, straight, to the right, straight. No, just stay straight. No, stay straight. No, don't turn. Straight, left. So, yep, he couldn't see the line. So, I do believe they have fixed it in Red Dead 2, but that actually is, because this was years ago, that is what made me realize that holy poop, I just almost swore, and we are not in mature mode tonight, guys. This is something that affects a lot of people. And I started looking into, so I work in the email industry, and I started looking into what I need to do for my job to help this stuff. And it's insane. So it's stuff you never even thought about, but a lot of people used to, if you would have a bunch of text and there would be a link in the paragraph, you would just change the color of it. But if someone's colorblind, they're not going to know that that's a link. So underline your links. Also, make sure your text is big enough that people with poor eyesight can read it. And then another thing, it's actually, I really like the movement that it started. Microsoft created their inclusive design concept, which isn't about accessibility. It's about including as many people in the world as possible. And they look at the inability to do something in 3 ways. There's a permanent disability, which means that it's not going to go away. There is a short-term disability, like you break your arm, so you can't use your right hand, and you got to do everything with your left hand. And then there's like the in-the-moment, momentary disability. So say you're holding a 15-pound chonker in one arm, like a small child, because he likes to be held like a toddler. And then I need to try to read my email on my phone because the cat wants cuddles. That doesn't happen often. So then you have to think about it. So right now I am one-handed. And there's nothing wrong with my right hand. I just have a spoiled cat. So thinking about all of the situations that people are going to be in when they're using your designs, when they're trying to read their email, when they're trying to browse Twitch, when they're trying to go on Discord and send a message. We are all differently abled at different times in our lives. You could be out and it's a bright sunny day and you can't see the screen because it's too bright. So, trying to think of all these possibilities and make it so that as many people as possible can use it well. And, I really like that concept. I really like that concept. And it's tying into this project that I'm doing for Elizabeth, because these are people who are suffering from a disease that is not going away. It's going to be a long-term effect thing in their life. So I really like, because it ties together, and she's doing such amazing things for people who could be struggling. I'm gonna pimp her channel out here. She actually sent over some testimonials, and one of them, I've been turned away by so many doctors who couldn't help, but after one of your 30-day challenges, I'm already noticing a difference. Like, oh my god, she's helping people, guys. All right. So that's why I was like, oh my god, I need to do this. And I was like, are you okay if I stream some of this? Maybe use it in videos and things like that. And she's like, yeah, I don't care. That's fine. All right, so we have a color palette and we have fonts. Now, when it comes to a logo, we want to be very simple, but we do want it to be cool. So I'm actually gonna go fire up some Illustrator here, play around with some logo ideas. We got our color palette, which is lovely. New file. Let's just do a web file. That's fine. I should probably also not have this full screen. There we go. There we go. I don't want everything to be cut off, because you'll see the overlay is not a full normal size screen. It's like a part of a screen because of the sidebar. Alrighty, so we're going to use Open Sans, and we have our 5 colors here. And let's take it in here. And then kind of, something that I didn't even think about, and she pointed it out, is that the name of her channel, Little Steps Big Gains, could be perceived as something for babies. And that means that we need to be careful with imagery. So we don't want anything that could be perceived as infant versus, you know, occupational therapy. So I'm thinking we want to keep it pretty simple. I just want to make sure Little Steps Big Gains. I'm pretty sure I have that. Little Steps Big Gains. Copy. Can I copy this? No. So you're not gonna give me the banner? Harumph. Just one. Alright, let's do CSS paper. And assets. Here we go. Export. Hello? Did you... Oh, here we go. Copy image and paste. There we go. That's what... Oh, that's not what we want. All right. So this is currently what she's been working with. And I think we can keep it in the same vein, but also add just a little bit of life to it. All right. We're going to close CSS Peeper and minimize this. And let's... So one of the things that I really like about Open Sans is there are so many variations. You have lights, you have extra bolds, you have everything in between. There's condensed, there's regular. So it gives us a lot of options to play around with the typography a little bit. So we could Maybe do little and big in regular, and then do the payoffs or the actual things in more bold. We could always delete this. Let's make it all regular for now. We can stack these as well. And then there's always the options of all capital letters, but you'll see that some of these kind of blend together, especially your T's here. So maybe what we could do is actually kind of space them out a little bit. So I think even if we do a purely text logo, which I'm not sure we're going to do, but even if we did, there are a ton of options of things that we can do to make this interesting, to make it feel a little more than just a line of text. And I think what she is starting with here is actually really great. It's a good, simple start. But I also can't leave things alone. So, I want to see if there's anything that we can kind of step up here. The other thing that I was thinking about is while we are going to use Open Sans for our main copy as we go along, the logo doesn't have to be the same font. We can use other fonts. Especially if it's something that will have benefits. So perhaps it is not all caps, not small caps. No. Okay. Perhaps it is something that it has very clear letter forms, but wouldn't make sense in a paragraph. So maybe something, let's see. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. So maybe something that is a little like bold and strong. Yeah, that's not good. That's not gonna work. I mean, that one's not bad. And we could also even potentially do something that's maybe potentially do something that's not a sans serif. So sans serif, we're going to want to go for with something that has quite a bit of text, but if we're doing a logo, it's 4 words, maybe we go with something that's a little more intricate. So when I'm coming up with potential font alternatives, this is actually when I just go to fonts.adobe.com. Oops. There we go. All right, so luxury fonts. So I want to see both lowercase and uppercase. So I know that it's not little steps, big gains, big gains. But I wanted to be able to get some nice alternatives. So I definitely do not want. Oh, I can't do multiples. Booger. I don't want scripts. Those are going to be hard to read. I don't want smoosh. Because I don't know if you guys can see smoosh. I'm struggling to read it. And I'm... Wait. Hi, Herbert. Smoosh. Yeah, like, I can barely even read this, and I have decent eyesight. Hi, struggling to read. I'm Ash. I should note. And, like, this one. Like, I understand this is really fun. It's probably for the type designer, but you can barely read this. I guess it's a little easier from a distance, but... This is kind of nice. Let's open that in a new tab. So I want something that has very clear letters, very clear, so like when you have separations like the dot over the I, you know, it has a nice bit of space around it. Maybe we'll open that in a new tab. Herbert doesn't like smooshy. Oh my god, I love it! I love it! It's so smooshy. Alright. Sniper Cow! And yes, we has a kitty. This is Bubba. Bubba's just chilling. Welcome on in. Happy Monday. Hopefully it is a good Monday. Alright, let's look at some geometric one. What site is this? So this is fonts.adobe.com. If you have the Creative Suite, which I do, you have access to a huge font library. An alternative, if you are looking for amazing free fonts, is fonts.google.com. All of these fonts are free. Everything on Google Fonts you can download. You can actually, it gives you, oh, good night, Tads. I love your face. I will see you soon. Get some rest. Hopefully you don't have too many more long days ahead of you. Babe is new or bust. I know, Zunder. I know. But yeah, so this is very similar. And a lot of the Google fonts are available on Adobe as well. I just know it's easy to just come in here because it even has, like, if you want to link them, like embed them in a website, it gives you the code right away. Whereas if you download it from somewhere else, then you have to put it in your media library or your FTP, and then you have to put together a CSS style sheet and then put that in there. Whereas this, you're just like copy, paste, done. But yeah, there are some beautiful fonts in here. Some of the really popular ones. So Open Sans, which is the font that we have chosen for the main typeface, is a Google font. Montserrat is another beautiful one. Can you import them to Word and other programs? If you install them in your computer, you will be able to use them in Word. And then when you create a document in Microsoft Office, there are options that you have to go into options and turn it on, that it will embed the fonts. So anybody can open that document and see those fonts. See? But yeah, there are a million font websites out there. But the two that I spend a lot of time on are going to be Google Fonts and Adobe Fonts. Adobe Fonts I like because I can literally just toggle activate and it automatically downloads them into... Thank you for the diggy diggy hole. God, I love that song. That song's so good. But yeah, so I like the Adobe ones because it automatically just takes them into here, the Creative Cloud interface, and you can activate and deactivate them as you wish. So for work, I need to use different fonts for every client. So it's really nice to be able to do that. But Google Fonts, like I said, you can just install and you're good to go. All right, so I'm gonna activate both of those. This is really inaccessible, but the double G over here with the little swooshy descender, that's beautiful. But all right, so let's activate those. thinking I might try Montserrat because I do like that font. May I help you, sir? Do you require assistance? You're falling asleep sitting up, dude. Aw, enjoy, Pug. Alright, so, yeah, I think I am going to... Alright, so we looked at a couple different fonts there. Basically, whenever I start a new project like this, I make a huge mess. I'm not sure if you're noticing. I make a huge mess. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And I already forget the third font that I downloaded. Go me. Temeraire. Font names are so hard to pronounce sometimes. Actually, we'll keep that. And what if we make it bold? So my only issue with this is the double T. Don't like that. But the rest of it has some really nice letter forms that would be pretty easy to read. And let's try some Montserrat. Extra bold? I think I'm gonna reduce, like, that one is a little hard to read. Gabby, hi! Welcome in! It's the design stream with Bubba. He's really the designer here. I just push the mouse. I'm good. How are you, Gabs? He's not awake. He was sleeping and then he decided to wake up and stare at me. But yeah, so we are working on some design stuff and talking about design. If anybody has any design questions, hopefully Helm gets to come home tomorrow. I hope so, Gabby. Yeah, so we are working on some design stuff for a YouTube channel called Little Steps Big Gains. And actually, Gabby, might be up your alley, because I feel like we've talked about stuff, but she does stuff with neurological disorders, Parkinson's, ataxia, occupational therapy, all that kinds of stuff. And I feel like we've talked about things. Could be someone else. Yeah. So I have like a big brief. I talked to her about all the different stuff with her channel. You know, different examples. I looked up the official websites for these, and we have narrowed down a color palette, and we have a font face. Yes, that's what I thought I remember you saying you had trouble crocheting because of Parkinson's. So, yes. I may message you a link. So right now we're playing around with different ideas for fonts. Thank you for the lurk, Zunder. I love your face. So looking at fonts, looking at just some different ideas that we can do, want to keep the logo simpler so that it is, it's not overwhelming, too much sensory, too much anything like that. I want to make sure that it's easy to read. She was giving me some age demographics, and so the Parkinson's disease community, a lot of users, not all, are in their 50s to 90s. And then the ataxia is younger, 30s to 70s. So we kind of need to think about, you know, the 30-somethings are technologically savvy. They know how to use a smartphone. They know how to use a computer. But, you know, 90-year-olds, not so much. I know what it's like teaching my mom how to use a computer, and she is not 90. The tiny void requested attention. The tiny void required attention. Yes, that is important. That is very important. But yeah, so I want to make sure that if someone who is 90 years old is looking at this video, they'll be able to read the brand name. They'll be able to read the logo. But we also, you know, we get a little life, little happiness, little... I don't know what is, but yep, it came out. We'll just pretend I didn't say anything. I'm just gonna drink my juice. I got my apple juice tonight, guys. I also have my big thing of water. I don't know if you guys really care about this or not, but I actually had a really bad tummy ache earlier. Like, I don't think my lunch sat well with me, because I was sitting in the office, and maybe it was stress because it wasn't long after that presentation I had to do today, and I thought I was gonna puke. I thought I was gonna just throw up everywhere. I didn't, but I was like, I am gonna make sure I hydrate a lot tonight. So I do have my juice because I like my juice, but no soda, no energy drinks. No, like I'm doing my juicy juice and water. That's it. And I am feeling better. I did take a little. They didn't have they have like the first aid kit thingy, and all they had were antacids, but it said it's to help with stomach acid, which kind of, I think, might have had, I don't know. So I took some of those, and they seem to help. I am not a doctor. Do not take my medical advice of taking an acid if you think you're going to throw up, because I'm not sure I should have done that. Moving on. So, let's see here. I definitely want to play around with some different, book? Some different weights. Let's see what that does. Oh, that, you only heard part of that. I had a really bad stomach ache that I thought it felt like I was going to puke. So I took antacid. Like, I guess Tums or whatever. And I mean, I didn't feel like I was going to throw up anymore. I mean, I don't know if I should have done that. Like, usually when you think of, like, super sick to your tummy, you think of, like, Pepto. But is that... I don't feel like that's the same thing. I'm kind of liking this. And I just had an idea. You probably had an overabundance of stomach acid and that was making me sick. Oh, that makes sense. So I had a quesadilla for lunch. And I feel like that would be acidic. Like, Mexican food is usually pretty acidic. But I was really excited. And I'm really glad I didn't throw up because I had a huge breakfast. So I work for a tech company. We are a software as a service company for email. And they have we have a cafe or a bistro or whatever you want to call it. It's fancier than a cafeteria. And since the pandemic started, if you work in the office, the food is free, which is amazing. And today, our breakfast was scrambled eggs. Well, you can pick what you can pick and choose. I had scrambled eggs, bacon, toast, and a blueberry pancake. It was amazing. It was amazing. Like, I actually emailed the chef and said, dude, this was amazing. It was that good. It was so good. Oh my god. Oh, so good. I don't like the weight of these. I feel like it needs to be thicker. But alright. First of all, let's move this down into the white. And I did warn you guys, I make a huge mess when I'm working on stuff like this. Huge mess. Big mess. Free food is about the only thing they get me to report to the office. Well, I had to go in today. So I've been telling you guys, I'm super excited. Next week, I will be going to San Diego and presenting at our customer conference. So I will be representing my company, my department, and everything like that. So there's going to be a bunch of different sessions. It's a 2-day event. I'm going to be on the first day, which is more intensive learning about our software and what you can do and all that stuff. And as a design team member, I'm going to be talking about effective subject lines and, optimizing your images properly, designing for dark mode, all this kind of stuff. So I'm really excited about that. And today I had to go in and present to one of the vice presidents of the company, as well as the event committee and all that stuff, just to see if there was anything we needed to kind of update in the presentation. There's a couple things, but nothing major, and all that stuff. So I had to go in to do that because we had to do it in person. And yeah, I don't want to go back again now for a while. Did you make the script after Mo After Dark? Yes. And I showed up blitzed to work. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I have been working on this for a couple months now. Like, this has been a huge project. It has involved quite a few people in my department. And it's it's an annual thing. It is the biggest annual event our company does. We host it. I'm going to be presenting to, I think they said 90 people. I just have to remember lots of statistics. Like in 2021, 42% of all emails were opened on mobile devices. So yeah, but it was really important for me to go into the office today to do that. I just don't want to do it again. And then, like I said, so you'll notice no streams April 16th through 23rd. So it's going to be a little bit over a week that I won't be streaming. I fly out Monday super early, and then I get home Friday late afternoon. So I took off this Saturday and next Saturday so that I can pack, because Sunday's Easter, which means we have to go to my parents' house, which means I won't have time to pack on Sunday. I mean, I started packing. I do have some stuff packed, but I want to like actually pack. And then when I get back the next day, I do not want to stream with jet lag. Mo Vlogs went. So I actually was planning on trying to record some little videos, probably put them on Discord, maybe put them on Twitter, put them on Instagram. So apparently the hotel I'm at is right off the marina, and it's right near the Padres baseball park. So, you know, I'm hoping I fly in Monday. I have Monday evening, and then I don't have to be to rehearsal until lunchtime on Tuesday. So I might walk around a little bit. I also, it's a 5-star hotel, so my room's probably going to be really pretty. So I'm really excited about all that. So I'm going to share, you know, the experience with you guys. Just little tidbits here and there. And then, once I get back, we will get back to our regularly scheduled program. I have a ton of exciting stuff coming up. So I know I mentioned we got more Designs Academy videos coming out. We also Hyperworld, if you guys remember, it's that really cool browser game. They loved the tutorial we did, so we're probably going to be doing some more stuff for them too, which is exciting because they keep updating the software. They keep coming out with really cool new things. So it's kind of cool getting in on the beginning of something like this to watch it grow and see where it's going. Also, we have lots of Minecrafting to do, and I want to keep doing streams like this where we can work on brands. We can maybe work on the channel if I don't have other projects to work on. We can, if you guys want to, you know, be like, hey, help me with my brand, or help me get ideas, help me find inspiration, or just asking questions like you guys have been doing, which is amazing, and I love you guys for it. But I just want to, keep doing this because I'm really hoping it's helpful. I'm hoping it's interesting, and I hope that if one person can take away something from all this, it'll be worth it. So I'm excited. And, you know, we're doing some really great stuff. I'm so excited to be working on this one. Just because it is such a great thing that she is doing. It is such a great, oh, that's right. I'm on the wrong tool. I'm like, why can't I make my artboard bigger? Because I don't know what I'm doing, apparently. So it's, you know, it's really fun stuff. It's really interesting. And, you know, I just love teaching. I really do. You know, I work with some of the designers on my team at work are fresh out of school, and it's interesting because I remember that time of my life, and you think you know everything about design and you're gonna conquer the world and you're gonna change everything and you are gonna make a difference, and then you slowly kind of settle into old age and the daily grind and stuff like that. But I don't want them to lose that energy. I don't want them to lose that mentality and passion for it. So but I also like being able to share my expertise. Like, hey guys, we know a client just like that, and they're going to expect this, and they're going to want that, and that, you know, so kind of combining that youthful energy with, you know, the knowledge that I have, and helping those designers, and helping you guys, and helping people in the industry just improve and get better, and, you know, make beautiful things. And the thing with design is good design isn't really subjective. So when it comes to the foundations of, is it readable? Is it functional? Is it usable? Those are not tactile, but like those are facts and truth. So yes, is it pretty, or do I like that color? That is subjective. That is something that is going to be a person to person. But the foundations of, hey, is this something that anybody who comes into this website can read? Is this a logo that somebody can look at it and understand what it's about? Those types of things are aren't they're objective. Words, guys, words. No, I liked it better the first way. Your brain. I'm sorry, Pug. I'm sorry. So I do want to do 2 color variations of this. One with the yellow and green, and one with the 2 shades of blue. Just... There we go. And I like having different variations. You know what I just realized? I never saved this. Guys, pro tip, save early and often. All right. Hey, look at that. We saved. Anyway, pretend that didn't happen. All right. So I do like this iteration. I always like doing multiples. First of all, you never know, you might find something better. You might find something that fits better, looks better, feels better, something like that. And also I like giving so I'm doing this for someone, I like giving them options. So if you're doing it for yourself, still do different variations. When I did my original Mo logo with the little, that thing up there, that was not the first iteration. It took a while. So, keep going until you are happy with it. That is the big thing. That's supposedly centered. I don't believe it. I kind of like that. Speaking of saving, I do that quite often after an incident. So when you work, you need to make a note of what you have advised the customer, what the customer asked, and AWS crashed. And you lost 180 customer conversations. Oh my god, Ashwin. Oh no. So I don't know if I've ever lost anything of that capacity, but I have lost entire campaigns. So I'm trying to think of if there's any symbolism that we would want to incorporate. So a lot of times a logo has like a little icon or an image or something like that. And I'm not sure if there's anything, because I don't want to do like a sneaker, because that could be construed as potentially a toddler shoe or something like that. Let's see. I could do a little muscle for your big gains. But then that might seem like it's like a weightlifter channel. You don't want that. Wait a second. Those don't look even, do they? It's because they weren't. Awesome. Aces. Aces, guys. I will say, if you are doing design, the align palette is your friend. It will, so in here, I can align top, left, bottom, right. You can also, distribute so that they have, even spacing between them and stuff like that. Because eyeballing it usually doesn't work. Alrighty, so... I do still really like these. Although... Oh no, that was just a visual glitch. I was gonna say, I don't know how I feel about this double T. Because that could be a little iffy. Let me see. Oh. Oh. Well, that's stupid. So even spaced out, they're stuck to each other. What if... Oh, is this a glyph? So sometimes your type will do these glyphs where it connects your letters to each other. And I really don't want that. So how do I not get that? With symbols, how do you avoid coming off as copying other sources? Like Redstone, but there's only so much you can do with that. Also, if you use something from a game like that, how can you avoid misusing copyright assets? So it's a two-parter. Okay, so for the copyright, if you change it somehow, so I have a pickaxe in my logo for Minecraft, but it's not the Minecraft pickaxe. Even if it was a chunky pixelated one, if it's not the exact Minecraft one, they can't get you for copyright. A good example is, you guys probably know Tab Twice, the Bee Nest. So this is based off of a Minecraft bee, but it is not exactly the Minecraft bee. So you can use it as your jumping off point, but if you change it a bit...
How many cats is too many cats? There's no such number.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
Or if I have troubles making words work.
Okay, that was that was on purpose, wasn't it?
No, I wish it was.
If I'm having trouble making words work. Okay. Yeah, but we will.
Oh, you're right.
Fox, hi! Welcome in, Raiders. Happy Monday. We are doing Danielle, hi! We are doing a design stream tonight. So, all right. Also, yeah, Glitch. So you were saying you like Redstone, but there's only so much you can do with that. I mean, yes, there are only so many things you can do with that. But you, like I said, you can kind of go off of it and kind of step around it. So a really great example is the Glorious logo. Let me see if I can zoom in here. I don't know what I'm doing. Header? Oh, yeah. So this is the Glorious logo. This is a piston, which is very much a Minecraft thing, but they changed it. So it's still very recognizably a Minecraft piston, but it's not. So that's how you kind of skirt around those things. All right, back to design. But Fox, how are you? How was your stream? I hope you were having a fantastic day. I love your face very dearly. And also Danielle with the Fox Red. But yeah, so tonight we are doing a design stream. I am actually working on a real branding for a YouTube channel. And we right now apparently don't know how to use Illustrator. I do have one logo idea in different color schemes. Just some SnowRunner today. I have never played for that. Art is for yourself, design is for others. Yes, that is one of my favorite quotes about design. So when you are creating art, you are doing it purely for yourself, purely what you want to create, purely what you want to see. Yes, this is for a YouTube channel. But yeah, so art is 100% for yourself. Then if you are, and actually here, I can share this with you guys. This is the channel that we are working on. Like I said, it is for occupational therapists and, maybe Gabby, it's a business colleague. But yeah, so it is for, different exercises and things like that for people with neurological disorders. And, it's an amazing channel. What she is doing is absolutely amazing. So, yes, this is her channel. And she has tons of videos. Oh, Gabby, I am fantastic at speaking cryptic. So it's actually funny. That's how I usually talk about things. And then Chris's favorite thing to say to me is, use your words. So like this weekend, it was funny. He was trying to figure out, there was a charge on the bank account. And he's like, I don't know what this is. And I'm like, the thing that comes in the big envelope. I knew what I was talking about. It's not my fault he didn't. But yeah, so we've been working on some logo ideas. We also have come up with our main color palette and our main font that we're going to be using. And I want to keep coming up with some ideas for the logo. It does need to be very clear to read, easy to understand. I'm gonna poke the Bubba. He doesn't care. Also, Fox, tell Tony I said hi. All right, so
beef jerky, all day, all night.
That's how you get him to sit up. There you go. No. It's all gone. It's all gone. Such a silly boy. Oh, that was dumb. Okay. So I'm kind of liking this concept of like lines. So I'm wondering if we... So initially she had like this bold underline underneath. So I kind of want to take some of that into effect or into account. Yes, words. Words are hard, guys. Where is our little zoop? There we go. And then another thing that I do like to I like to do once I have a few options, I like to do variations of the same logo, but like horizontal and vertical. So we can take this and maybe actually I'm just gonna do this super quick. But you know, maybe do a stacked version that because sometimes you need something that fills a horizontal space and sometimes you need something that fills a vertical space. So a great example, actually, instead of telling you, I can show you. Nope. This. Open this back up here. So my... Oh, here it is. My Design Academy logo. I have a vertical and a horizontal. So that, you know, depending on what kind of space I need to fill, you have both. So I always like making variations anytime I have a new project. I'm in the wrong program. I always like making those just to make sure that everything is accounted for. You know, you never know what you might need. So this is obviously not done. But that is, you know, that's another thing that I want to do once I start getting some more of these sort of put together. And zoop. Let's... Do I do vector design as well? I specialize mostly in like logos, branding, overlays, those types of things. So I've done logos. I do logos. I'm working on logos right now. But when it comes to like illustration, where you're like creating, you know, cartoons and emotes and that kind of stuff, I'm not very strong with that. But I am able to do, like I said, logos. I do a lot with typography, a lot with iconography and that type of stuff. So, kind of. I am good at answering the things. Lots of those vector files at times because it makes you sad. Yes, it is. I love vectors because of that reason. So right now I'm working in Illustrator, which is all vector. And I also do a lot of work in XD, which is also vector based. But then when it comes to like actual using photographs, so if I want to use a picture of something in the background or a graphic or whatever, then I'll use Photoshop. But mostly I stray towards the vector graphics because of that exact reason. You don't have to worry if you make it bigger. XD, yes. So Adobe XD is yes, I know it's funny as well, but it is a web layout program. So it is very similar to Sketch and Figma. There's a bunch of other ones out in the market as well, but and actually you may have used Canva, which is a web-based version of this. But basically, what it does is you take your photographs, you take your text, you take your icons and your logos and all this stuff, and that's where you put it together. So I have this open. So this is my design system, my branding guide, my style guide, whatever you want to call it. But I have all of the, oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that beautiful, glorious logo. But so I have all of these things here so that when I start designing stuff, I just have to pull it over and just grab it and go. And then it makes it just a million times easier. And some of these are raster files. Like some of these, the company provided a PNG or something like that. Yeah, this is my list of affiliations, guys. This is our friends over at beefjerky.com, as well as the teams and servers I play on. Any kind of affiliation that we have, I have the logos in here. So it's, like I said, it's just nice and easy. But, yeah, and then these, when you pull in, if you pull in from Illustrator into XD, it's immediately a vector. And, like, you have all of different...
Beef jerky, all day, all night.
You have all the different paths and stuff already in the program, instead of like if you're importing an AI file or something like that. So I like it. That's actually what I work in every day. That's what we do our work in at work. Hey. Oh, is there something going on outside? Hey. Hey. Is the squirrel out there? Hey, Mona. Oh, he can't be bothered. Dang. There must be something really good going on outside. TV and snacks. So yeah, so then this is what I do all of my web graphics in. It just makes it easier. Need to get home. Yes, of course, Glitch. I will, like I said, I will be downloading this and uploading this one to YouTube. I think there's a wait. Like, don't you have to, like, wait a couple days or something like that? I don't remember how that works. I'll have to Google that. But I will definitely be uploading the VOD. No, not the VOD! Anything but the VOD! Hi, McNee. Welcome in! Happy Monday. How are you? Can I have the delicious food that you posted in the food channel of the Discord, please? I like banana bread. How are you, McNee? I have a conference call. Enjoy your conference call. I love your face. I will see you soon. Preferably if you bring food. So if you guys do not know, McNee is an amazing home cook. / should be a chef. I'm not sure how I'm feeling that one. I want to keep it in here. It might stir up some other ideas, but I don't know. Ooh, actually, I did just have an idea. I feel like that's really heavy, though. Yeah, maybe not. I am thinking I would like at least one that's a closer stack, similar to this guy here. Where it's 2 lines, but more condensed side to side. Bye, dude. I love you. Okay, bye. I have no idea where he's off to. Important cat business. Alright, so I do want to do, like I said, one that is a little more condensed this direction, but not quite like a vertical one. And we do need to come back and work on these vertical versions. I also want to... Alright, so lit. Till steps. So this way I can add some spacing between those T's. Because I like this font. I really like this font here. But I did not like the 2 T's joined together like that. I also could mix fonts in a single logo as well. Not sure if that might be too busy because there are quite a few words. So if we had like little and big in one font and steps and gains in a different font, that might be a little too much. And we want to keep this as few distractions as possible. My favorite stores and Birdie Safaris from Trash Taste. They had 3 names to choose from: Men of Culture, Trash Taste, and The Salt Room. They all decided that it shouldn't be Trash Taste, and they all went home, slept on it, and woke up knowing, you know what, it's not such a bad name. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love stories like that. One of my, I don't want to call it a textbook, but one of the books from one of my classes had this, it was all about like branding and stuff like that. And one of the biggest examples that stuck out in my mind was, they were talking about how if you swap out a brand and a logo and it makes sense, maybe it's not the best logo. And I'm saying it very poorly, but they took Polaroid and Nationwide, I think it was. It was an insurance company. And they swapped them, and the insurance company logo basically looked like a Polaroid photo. And then it had Polaroid in it, and it made sense. It made more sense for Polaroid than Polaroid's logo. You call your theme park guests guinea pigs? I mean, maybe. I mean, maybe something bad will happen. You don't know. You don't know. But yeah, so I love hearing like interesting stories about brands or how brands got their name or how they arrived at branding. I know, this was years ago though. I was reading an article about a brand that decided they now have 1.24 million subs. Oh my god, that's amazing. I didn't realize it had that much. That's impressive. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like I was looking back when the trend first started of having variations of logos. So they would have like just one element that kind of pulled them all together, but they were all vastly different logos for the same company. And reading like their decisions and the thoughts behind it, really, I thought it was inspiring. But I think it drives home, I was saying it earlier, about how design isn't subjective in the same way other things are. You still have to worry about those key things, readability, functionality, all that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of thought goes into it. Yes, art can be very thoughtful, it can be very deep, but it's usually more emotional, where when you're doing design, you really have to think, and you have to take a lot of factors into account. So the logo, ooh. Oh my god. That's amazing. I love the trash can, and that's a microphone. That's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I really like the neon styling too. That's fantastic. I just said fantastic a lot, but I like that. That's a really cool logo. It's so much easier to show stuff on stream when you're just sharing your display instead of sharing a certain window. All right. Let's pop this over here. I'm also thinking... I'm thinking there need to be 3 variations of this logo. Oh, nope. 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 So one where it's stacked like this, and then one where it's stacked like this. Of some sort. I'm just trying to think of... I mean, we could do something... I keep gravitating back towards this font. I don't know if you guys have noticed. But what if we did, you know, something very simple that would just be like a line vertically? Or, ooh, what if it's like a giant, like L kind of thing? I'm describing that terribly, by the way. It's just a giant L, you know, something like this. And then Expose, hello! Welcome in. How have you been? Happy Monday. You want to know how to use Adobe Illustrator? Hey, practice. Just get in there and do it. Either do... Okay, Herbert. What is up with him tonight? Someone redeemed Herbert and he didn't work. And now he just randomly shows up. Oh my god, is it? It's because it's the hotkeys for zooming in and out. If I zoom in. I didn't think about that and I've duplicated hotkeys. Good job, Mo. Good job.
Beef jerky, beef jerky, all day, all night.
Well, I have figured out the mystery of why Herbert keeps appearing. It's because I'm a derp. Alright, let's get some more jerky. In my pie hole. Jerky. Knew exactly what I meant. You know, the L thing. Why wouldn't anybody know what that means? Considering I barely knew what that meant. And I almost feel like this actually... Well, I guess I could make the L bigger. I have a little bit more space around it. I almost feel like this might be a really nice little, like, lower third. So if you don't know what a lower third is, in a YouTube video, when they have those graphics at the bottom that have, like, the logo or what's going on or the person's name or something like that, they just call it a lower third because it's in the lower third of the screen. It's a really creative name. Nope, not an ellipse. Polygon. You never could have thought of that. I know, Ashwin. I am in awe of whoever came up with that one. I don't think I like that. It feels too much like a button. Like you're gonna press it and it's gonna take you to the big gains. I'm gonna ditch that. But actually, let me look at something here. I'm feeling 99 episodes of content. That's amazing. That is amazing. I want 1 million subs. I'm actually really excited, guys. I didn't tell you I have reached 1,000 subs, or not 1,000, 100 subs. 100 subs on YouTube. 100, which means I finally got my own custom URL. I think it's funny where people are like, I got 1 million or I got 1,000, and I'm like, I got 100, guys. It was so cool now. I just wanted that custom URL. I'm wondering, I was thinking about maybe trying some round shapes. Like, what about a sideways Z? Like it's a chart with an upward trend, a little arrow, so it's emphasizing the gain. Ooh. A fire with mad gains. Like a stock chart. How are you, Nightfire? You sneakily crept in here. Yeah, stock chart thingy. I know. I got you. How do I hack? Oh, come on. Where's the thingy? Like, there's a thingy where you can add arrowheads, I thought there was. Oh, Lord, I just pulled the palette out. Profile is, nope, we want it uniform. Arrowheads. Wow. Wow. It's right here. Change your Xbox. It costs $10? Oh God! No, I'm gonna riot. Give me an address. I'm gonna write a stern letter. That's poop. I hope you can get it fixed. Yay, Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft is not on my good side right now because I had to spend like most of my afternoon in PowerPoint. I hate PowerPoint so much, but like you have to use it when they're like, hey, I need a PowerPoint presentation. You can't be like, you know what, here's a PDF. Just take the PDF. Don't ask any questions. Yeah, they kind of frown upon that. Let them frown. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Okay. We'll get that color. And we'll get this. And we'll get this. And I really should make a palette of these colors so that I have them to use. Where's my swatches? Swatches. Oh, if I select these first, and then little steps, big gains. Look at that. All right, the other one that I want to add is... How the heck do I add a swatch? They changed the icons on me. You got Illustrator now, yay! You don't get to have a PowerPoint. All you get is a PDF. Deal with it. Shh. Yes. Oh, create new swatch. Why can I not create new swatch? Create a new. Oh, that's why. Okay, 1. Add. And we'll just move this here. This works. Okay. I really wish that I could tell somebody it works. Like, no, I'm not doing that in PowerPoint. All right. All right. I don't know. I feel like I'm now in a magical underwater land. What if these were solid instead? Nope, that's worse. We're not going to do the bubbles. I don't know why I thought bubbles. Marshmallow's meowing at me. Yay! So Marshmallow, I love it. Marshmallow's the best. Also, welcome in, funny girl. How are you? Happy Monday. It is Monday, right? I think it's Monday. Yes, it's Monday. I'm gonna say it with oomph. That makes it true. Except for Ashwin, who lives in the future. Ashwin doesn't count. I mean, Ashwin counts a lot. I love Ashwin, but when it comes to the day of the week, Ashwin doesn't count. Yeah, I think it needs to stay single colors. Oh, we had the cat cam on for a while, but Bubba jumped down, so there's no sense in showing an empty window. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. Oh no. Well, I hope you get some sleep tonight. I hope Marshmallow lets you sleep tonight. Although cats aren't very good about, doing that. I'm lucky in that I feed them dinner. And Chris feeds them breakfast. So he's the one who's woken up, not me. Hi, Lucky. I'm Ash. Oh, Ashwin. Oh, Ashwin. No. I'm not feeling that yet. We'll come back to that. I am thinking that as much as I like these fonts, they're not going to feel right. So I'm thinking of sticking with the sans serifs. Steve, hi! How are you? I actually remembered to look at the camera. I'm trying to get better about that. Usually I look up at the screen in my camera. It's like, look, that's my face. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, Ash needs a best dad mug. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I work with a guy who loves the same type of humor as Ash. And, yeah, so anytime anybody mentions they have to go to the dentist, he asks if it's at 2:30. It's your 2:30. Do you ever just die a little inside? Alright. Oof. Yeah, oof. Alright, so I want to log in here. Alright, there we go. I want to... I have an idea, but I don't feel like illustrating it myself. I'm thinking like one of these like swoopy arrows. I like the shape of this. I don't like the coloring, but I can always remove the coloring. Oh wait, here's all this. Here's a solid one. STG. So this website I'm on right now is called Flaticon, and it is icons, stickers, etc. I have a paid membership for it, but they do also have free stuff on it if anybody is looking for icons. Like I said, I have the premium, but they do have free stuff. They also, like I said, they have stickers. So, if you're looking for like small illustrations, and they do have interface icons, which are really nice. Like some of these are just really, really pretty. They kind of remind me of material icons, which are also free. And then another, if you are ever looking for like small little icons, Font Awesome is awesome. So fontawesome.com. You can go into the icons. How do I browse? Just want to look at them all. So the solid brands and regular are available for free. You can download them. You can implement them on your website free of charge. They do have some new variations, light, thin, and duotone, which are paid, but I do really like the Font Awesome icons. They're pretty awesome. Yep, I just said awesome a lot. Anyway, so sometimes I like just grabbing stuff like this simple arrow. I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like making it myself. Doesn't fit well. It's a thought. I don't know if it's a good thought, but it's a thought. But I just had another thought. What if we simplify this? And so I want to use Font Awesome here quick, because it's actually kind of cool how it works. So I type in here what the icon is called. I also just realized I can't see my bot. I type in what the icon is called, and then when I switch over to the Font Awesome brand, or Font Awesome font face, it automatically changes it. So I can do chevron left, and I'll do chevron left. I can do chevron up and get the icon that I actually wanted. see here. Arrow up. So this arrow looks a little thinner than the other one, like lighter weight. Let's get an SVG of that bad boy. Yep. Oh, I just maximized that. That's not what I wanted to do. Copy this. Paste this. I don't know if I like how, like, was it snub-nosed or whatever? I might adjust the point of this to be pointier. I know, I use big designy words. That's a little bit better. I like that. So I'm gonna say I don't like this one. I really did not like that one. I tried, did not work. It's not bad. I definitely think we're making progress here. And a lot of the design process is just trying things, getting ideas, thinking it through, and trying them. Some of them are turds. I just deleted a turd. Other ones, it turns out you really like them. Like, I still really like this first one. I really like this one with the arrow. I think a couple of these three here need a little refining. I think they're solid ideas, just need to refine them a little bit. And need to, I don't know what this thing is. It's there. I'm not liking this one, actually. To be honest with myself, I don't like it. I do want to incorporate the double slashes, I think. But I'm not sure how. Maybe it's just something as simple as, you know, putting it after steps, or maybe I tried before and I didn't like it. And there I feel like it's just awkward. So I would like to continue refining these and see what happens here. And maybe do some color variations of this one here as well. I think this one actually could be could be easier to do a stacked version as well, because you could line it up against the line here. So yep. And then I'm actually thinking that instead of just making it bigger, I'm just gonna make it taller. See what that does. Does need to sit in a little closer. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And Banana, welcome back! H Banana, how are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. How are you doing, my dude? We are just doing a little bit of logo designing the logos. Making much greater strides than earlier. I feel like we have a few solid concepts here that we can sort of run by Elizabeth, who is the channel owner that we're working with here. And yeah. I do really, I would like to be able to figure out. So we have the progress we have made tonight. We have decided on our color palette. We have settled on our main body font, copy font. So anytime that we're doing any graphics or whatever, we got this font. You're downloading the Adobe software. Yes, I love the Adobe software. But there are great free alternatives if people can't afford it. But like I said, it's what I work in every single day. And then we've been working on logo designs. So we're coming up with variations of some of the ones that we've laid out. And I'm really honing in on these two fonts. Although, I wonder, what would this look like with this font? Because I feel like this, ooh, it fits so much better. Look at that. Sorry. Matt, hi! For some reason, your name is in purple on my screen, and I can barely read it. Well, in the one. So here, I'll show you. Like, I can barely read it here, but in this chat bot, I can read it. I don't understand. How are you doing, Matt? I have not seen you in ages. I was in the office today. So that's a thing. They changed the breakfast menu. That was a thing. I had scrambled eggs, bacon, toast, and a blueberry pancake for breakfast. That was a thing. But welcome on in. So, we're doing one of my favorite things in the world, which is design! Yay! Alright, so yeah, we have colors. We are working on logos. And I want to, I am not going to choose a logo. I mean, I have my favorites. But, I am going to actually send these to her. And because it's her channel, I want her to be on board to make the decisions. Because, like I said, it's her channel. We got to make sure that it is what she wants and what she thinks is best, because she is the expert in the field here. Stuff has been nuts. Yes, it has. I'm assuming you guys got hit with the March to March too, right? That's what they called an initiative at work, because we had a huge influx of clients from a competitor that reached end of life. So we are, we're swamped. We're so swamped. Oh, yay. So March to March is this big thing because we were going to they thought they were expecting a ton of the work to come in March. They thought that we were going to just be super slammed, and it's turning into March, April, May, into June is how we're going to be slammed. So it's just going through the motions. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I had a feeling you guys were hit pretty hard with it as well. Like, it wasn't just us. Alright, so, let's take this and do this and get the other color palette here. And you guys, so I keep forgetting, I said something earlier about this, but I have this stream is going to be hopefully one in many that are going to be you're pink now, best color. This is going to be part of a series, hopefully, where we're going to be, you know, working on branding for either my channel, your channel, friends' channels, just to kind of help you guys learn and grow and be better content creators. And then I do have a YouTube series that is called the same thing, Design Academy, and it there's 2 episodes right now. There will be a 3rd episode probably mid to late May, just because I am going to be out of town next week, and I'm hoping I can get a little research done, because I do have some new color books, and that's what the next topic is, color. I also want to do some in-depth research into some, like, I know basic color theory, I know fairly advanced color theory, but there's some like obscure color theory out there, so I want to learn some of that stuff. Crimson is the best color. Banana. You should like yellow. You want to get chat involved with this? Talk to you later. Oh, okay. Love you, Matt. Have a great night. It sounds like something is not so great, so message me. You know how to get a hold of me, but love your face. Too many words to say about the whole thing. Yeah, I know that feeling. Oh, I missed this. Bloody banana. See, that can be taken either way. That could be that it's a bloody banana, which is red. Or it could be like the British curse word. That bloody banana. Me. So you guys know I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts. I was listening to one today about the, what do they call them? The leaf killer? And, that, I don't know why Bloody Banana sounds like a serial killer name to me. And I'm not going to go into the crime. I know that can be triggering to some people. But the dude was obsessed with trees and leaves, like, to the point that he had his apartment, the floors, the walls, the ceiling covered in leaves. Like, I like a good tree. Who doesn't? I enjoy breathing. Who doesn't? But I don't think I've ever had the urge to cover my house in leaves. I'm thinking of Bloody Jack. Yeah, like, so this guy was horrible. He was a monster. He did some horrible things. Obviously, it's a serial killer podcast, so he did kill people. He also kidnapped a 13-year-old girl and held her in a nest made of leaves. So there's that. Matthew. Nope, that's not it. Nope, not oldest to newest, newest to oldest. Matthew Hoffman, aka the Leaf Killer. It was a two-parter. So this is one of my favorite true crime podcasts, by the way, Morbid. I want to just like sit on the sofa and hang out with them and be their friend. But yeah, it was super creepy. But I was just like, you covered your house, you covered your whole apartment in leaves. Okay. Actually, I think it was a house. It wasn't just an apartment, it was a house covered in leaves. Why not? Turns out it was banana all along. I've yet to find something that genuinely bothers me. Really? Aw, thank you, Pug. Thank you so much. That makes me feel so like I came in tonight nervous. Not because I don't know what I'm talking about, but because or what I wanted to do tonight. But I wasn't sure if it would resonate. I wasn't sure if it would be engaging or interesting. Yeah, it's a banana. So even if one person is interested, that's all that matters to me. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. I think, like I said, this is something that I just absolutely love in life. I really truly do love just design. And you sent me a red banana. It is actually a red banana. And I actually expected the inside to be red too. But I will say that is not a bloody banana. That is not a bloody banana. That's a red banana. Aw, well thank you, Pug. Yeah, anytime you do something new, there is that little bit of fear. There's also a wedge. Hi, Beanie. Hey, bud. Yeah, I missed you too today. He was not happy that I had to go into the office today. Because usually, and he's going to be very unhappy next week, because he doesn't like to be more than a few feet away from me at all times. I know, baby. I know. You're such a good boy. Favorite piece of Adobe software is Adobe Dreamweaver for making websites. So I actually, I don't use Dreamweaver a lot because I do more of the design end, versus the coding. I like, especially with my work. At work, I don't really code.
Beef jerky, all day, all night.
Feel you second ask yourself 1,000 times. Yeah, same. And like, you know, I want to make sure that you guys are having a good time. Like, this isn't just about me. Especially since what I really want this to, you'll watch any Mo content. Oh, banana. You're my favorite banana. I could only call you my favorite banana with that face. You're welcome. I thought stuff didn't bother you. I thought you were hard to creep out. Suck it in here. Oh my goodness, look at those dancing unicorns. They're dancing. Oops. Well, Dreamweaver was a WYSIWYG design program, or have they changed it? I do know. So basically, Adobe bought Brackets. Brackets was one of the open source softwares out there. It was one of the better ones, actually. And they kind of integrated it into Dreamweaver. I haven't used it much lately. When I do code, I usually use Atom, atom.io. But from what I've heard, Dreamweaver is better than it used to be. Especially since, like I said, they acquired Brackets, and Brackets was solid. I actually have... So, Brackets is no longer supported because Adobe bought them and dissolved them into Adobe. But... I lost my train of thought. You haven't used Dreamweaver in ages? Yeah, I haven't either. Adobe Muse. Which one is that? I don't remember which one Muse is. No, nope. Apps. All apps. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Pug. Yeah, so the ones that I have installed, which means I use them at least somewhat regularly, are Photoshop, Illustrator, Acrobat, InDesign, XD, Premiere, After Effects, Audition, and the Media Encoder. Also, Camera Raw just automatically is installed. Discontinued offline website builder. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never used that one. Yeah, the one that I would say I probably use almost every day of the week is XD. I use Premiere for my video editing. I use After Effects for my motion graphics. I currently am learning Audition, which is a replacement for Audacity. It's Adobe's version of Audacity, basically, but I'm not understanding it much, so I'm gonna have to watch tutorials on it. InDesign, I actually just recently had to install so I could edit a document for something else, and then Photoshop and Illustrator. Do you have to pay a monthly fee for Adobe programs? You can, yeah, so Adobe does have a monthly subscription. It's like $10.50 a month or something like that. There are free alternatives. There are some great things out there on the market, but Adobe is paid. I don't know, can you buy them outright anymore? It used to be like a couple $1,000s a version, but now they went SaaS based, and then you get immediate updates and stuff like that. Use Rush and Procreate. Oh, okay. Looking for Photoshop or Photoshop alternative. GIMP is free. I don't know if you've ever used Git, but it's very similar to Photoshop. And then if you're looking for something like Illustrator, which is what I'm doing my logos in here, Inkscape is a pretty good one. It's all sub-based. Okay, I thought that's what they did. Oh, I can do others. I want to learn Audition. Zunder highly recommends it. I just haven't had the time to learn it yet. But yeah, so there are a ton of programs out there. What's the other one? Is it Vector? I think there's actually one called Vector for vector graphics. But let's check this out. Yeah. Oh, see, Devilbird got you. But yeah, like I said, I have subscriptions. I work with it all day, every day at work. I work it, for me, it's just comfortable because I know the interface. I can work in it quickly and smoothly, but that doesn't mean it's the software you should use. It doesn't mean it's the best software. It means that's what I use because I'm comfortable in it. I know the Adobe interfaces like the back of my hand, so it makes sense for me to just stick with them, especially since that's what I use at work. You have a ton of documents to find? Oh, well, good luck finding them. You got this. You can do it. But yeah, like I said, there's a million programs out there. There's a million ways to do the same things in the same program. So like in Photoshop, if you're trying to remove an image or remove something from an image, there's like 90 ways to do it. And they're all right. Nothing is correct or incorrect. It's just, if you get the end result you wanted, good for you. There are more efficient ways to do things, but there aren't right and wrong ways to do things. As long as you can achieve what you're going for in the end, props to you, dude. Props. Because sometimes I'm like, I am better. So like when I was younger, I would have these ideas and I didn't have the skill set or the knowledge to pull them off. Now, 90% of the time, I'll be like, I want to do this. Bam. And it's done. Not always. Still struggle with that sometimes. Sometimes I'll have like this crazy idea and I'll be like, yeah, I don't know how to do that. And then I just don't do it. Which is a bad practice. You should always push yourself. There's no such thing as best software. It comes to finding one that does what you need and are comfortable using. Exactly. Yeah, in Design Academy episode 2 on my YouTube, I that's one of my last bullet points is stay within your budget. So don't go and spend a ton of money on some fancy dancy software just because you think you need it, because that's what some guy on YouTube told you that's what you should use. Instead, go and find something that's in your budget that works for your work style. So some people like having palettes, some people like having taskbars, find something that makes sense for your workflow. So like, yeah, it doesn't matter if it's free. Oh, enjoy your lurk, Pug. I love your face. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's free, if it's expensive, just make sure that your end result is what you want. You have high quality, looks good. Be good. They usually are. I mean, Krako's not here, so no one's gonna be picking on me. Hopefully. Alright. So, yeah, let's pop this in here. Also, I don't need these swatches anymore. And I do think we should have one that's kind of similar to this with the underline and the comma. So maybe... Oh, what did I... Oh, I hit... Oh, okay. I hit the wrong keyboard shortcut. That's what I did. And... No. Why is... Okay. Guess we'll do it this way. Regular. And we'll do this. Oh, I know, Banana. I know. I never expect anything less from you. You think he's trying to make a point now? Well, no. Usually, Control B will unbold something, and apparently, it did not. Also, I need to change. Well, I don't usually do design, streams where I need to zoom in and zoom out of stuff. But those are the hotkeys that I set Herbert to. And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna run. Heard you wanted some Herbert in your life." And I do love me a Herbert. However, and yes, I saw you sent me a bloody banana. If anyone wanted to know, it's a bloody banana. I don't want to know where you found that. I don't want to know who you killed to get the bloody banana. You like the cartoon one better than the real one? Fair. Fair. Not even a boneless banana. Did I go for school for graphic design? I did. So, I went to school actually for print design. Because at the time I was like, I'm gonna design books and catalogs and all kinds of crazy stuff. You prefer your bananas with bones? So glad I went to school for graphic design to talk about boneless bananas. Anyway, actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna revert back to taking this guy. So yes, I went to school for print design. And I had always, like, when I was in high school, I taught myself how to do HTML. And I've always been interested in web stuff and things like that. So I went to school for graphic design, for print media, and then I immediately, before I even graduated, got a job at a local art center. They came to the school and they were like, "Hey, you're about to graduate, guys. We want to hire somebody." And at that job, I did. It's Henry Ford. Hi. So at that job, I did print and web. I worked on the like the catalogs and the books and the pamphlets and the postcards, and then I also worked on the website and built things from there. Then after that, my next job was fully web. I went and I worked on the marketing team for hats.com and kanglestore.com and a bunch of hat company things. And then from there, I went to a company that sold bird feeders and ant killer and mice traps. And then from there, I moved into the email scene, and I've been with the company I work for now. It's going to be 7 years in September. So, and then I've freelanced over the years, and obviously now I do content creation and all that stuff. And I love learning new skills. So in the past, I'd say 3-4 months, I've really gotten into After Effects a lot more. I had used it before. I dabbled here and there, but now I'm actually getting into it. And the Design Academy videos are mostly done in After Effects because it's a lot of visuals of, software and fonts and colors and stuff like that. So it's not like you have a lot of video to work with. I mean, I could just sit there and talk at the camera, but I feel like that doesn't teach the same way as actually seeing visuals about them. So I've been getting into After Effects. Like I said, I want to get into Audition. So I'm getting better with Audacity. So of course, why not change softwares? But like, yeah, I like challenging myself and taking another step forward. So I've done logo work. I have done print work, everything from postcards to huge ad campaigns, newspaper ads, books. We actually had a special exhibit at the Art Center that we did. I think it was like a 60 or 100 page book where it was like actually bound and all that kind of stuff. And then, I've done websites, I've done marketing, I've done email, I've done banner ads and Flash animations back when Flash was a thing. So I really like learning new things in the industry and then just pushing myself to be better. Like it's fun. Like I wish more people could find a job that they legitimately love. I know, unfortunately, that's not always the case, but like I love my job. Yeah, Flash. Yeah. Back in the MySpace days. Oh yeah. Like my very first website, when I was in high school, I had a GeoCities site. I was so cool. It was about the Backstreet Boys. I don't even remember what it was called anymore. I just remember I did my graphics in Paint. You're not old enough for MySpace? I'm so old. Anyway. So I actually kind of like, because right now, in this existing one, there's this weird space in here. So I kind of like pulling it up a little bit, but I think I might want to make it a little bit taller. Does that encroach too much? MySpace was the sparkly GIF gallery. Yes. You are correct. That lines up. I think when I eventually get back to school, I'll change your major to computer science with a minor in something design based. Nice! If you ever need something, whether it be just to chat about stuff, any kind of, oh, Lord, I'm choking. Any kind of references, resources, inspiration, you know where to find me. Here. Doing my thing. You remember the sparkly gift days? Oh my god, they were so terrible. It was so good. Everything was just glitter. It was my favorite. So much glitter. You going to bed? I love you. You want to take Bubs? Alrighty, so I'm liking that, and I should do a secondary colors theme, even if we just do the dark. The only problem is getting past the math course. Math is the worst. The only time you think glitter has ever crashed your PC. I mean, it was worth it though, because it was glitter. Have you guys ever, there's, oh crap, what is it? It's like the kids, oh, Cuckoo Kangaroo glitter. It's a whole song about glitter, guys.
I wanna show out. Yeah, I know how.
So, if you guys are ever looking for some wholesome, catchy tunes, Cuckoo Kangaroo. A coworker who has two little girls, shared that with me. He's like, yeah, I thought of you when they played this. So I was like, oh, thanks. I think. favorite ones are the ones with the slashes in the air. Same! Same! I'm not sure if you noticed, I've been focusing on them. I like these. So I wanted to... One thing I was thinking about... Oops, that would be dumb. Let's just do these, and then just do these. So, one thing for accessibility is that it is easier to read if it is all left aligned. So I really like the ones with the arrows on the right, but just in case, I wanted to give a slightly, just do it on the left. But I think it looks good on the left too. So, let's see here. Maybe... But I think this is a pretty good contact sheet to send over to her and be like, hey, what do you... Except this one that I didn't finish. Minus that one. Just be like, what do you think? What are your thoughts? What would you like to see? Either edits, more versions, etc. So we just have to finish this little... I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this smaller version either. So, like, I really, really like these two over here on the left. And let me delete those. But I feel like this middle one, as I triggered Herbert again, I feel like this middle one and obviously this one are lacking. And I guess it kind of makes me wonder, do we need those? Top left. Yeah, it just looks so good. Looks so good. So maybe we just grab this and grab this and then put these guys in here. And I want to space these out a little better. Although I should probably stick to the convention of stacking them like so. Oops, I missed the line. Also, I just realized when I'm thinking or concentrating, I stick my tongue out. I hope I haven't been doing that a lot tonight. I discovered that was a little habit of mine because a coworker, back when we were all still in the office, this was way before the pandemic, I was just sitting... You do the same thing? Okay, it's not just me. I was just sitting there working, and I look up, and she's going... I was like, what? She's like, you realize you stick your tongue out when you're thinking. And I was like, well, I do now. Let's move this up in here. And then we can do a side-by-side since this is the longer logo. Oops, we missed a piece. We missed a piece. Man down, man down. All right, and then let's group this. Actually, I should group everything just in general. It's extremely common? Really? Okay. So now I don't feel like as much of a weirdo. Like, I'm a weirdo. I'm not going to deny that, but I don't feel as weird. Okay. So now, one thing that actually has nothing to do with design itself. I like to keep my files cleaner. So I'm going to select each of these and create a group out of them so that they're each a single entity. So now if I move this, everything moves together. This is just something I like to do with my files. And then these are done. So I'm going to look. Thanks, banana. I'm gonna go out on a limb and pretend that she chose these two. All right. And I'm going to select them and bring them over here. Wait, where are you? Hello? Oh, there you are. Oh! I duplicated them. That's not really what I wanted to do. Oh, that's really not what I wanted to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Ungroup. Ungroup. I don't know what is happening. That's what's happening. Okay. Okay, so we'll group you. And this is me using all of the good juju to try to make her choose this logo. Choose my favorite logo! Although I will say most times clients do not choose the logo of which you want them to choose. Yep. That's usually how it goes. All right, so I have 4 variations here. We have the 2 different colored ones, and it can actually include any of the 5 colors in the brand. And then I have a solid black and a solid white, because sometimes you want no color involved. You have a bright, colorful picture or something like that. So I wanted to make sure that that was included in here as well. And then we can arrange them so they're nice and pretty. And this is just, like, obviously, this is not what she has chosen yet. We aren't finalized, but this will at least be like a placeholder until we talk to her about them. And then, you know, we can kind of come in here. So this is for the banner at the top of her YouTube. How very manipulative of me. I know, good juju. Why would they choose the one chosen by the professional who they're paying for? Well, no, because I will never know her and her brand the way she does. And I tell my clients this at work all the time. Like, your brand is your baby. Well, I don't say that, but like that's basically what I get to. Like, I will never know the way they know because it's not in my brain. So can I break down what this is compromised? Yes. So up here, this top one, this is just all of the background material. This is from the emails back and forth that we had, questions and answers that I had sent over to her. You know, she gave me an in-depth about what her channel's about. We talked about colors. We talked about fonts. We talked about designs she loves, designs she doesn't love. Do I know what you think? I'm pretty sure you're going to say you love it. Please say you love it. So yeah, this is the background information. And then from there, I went on, and these are the 2 main disorders that a lot of her patients have. So I went on their official websites just to see what they were doing. So then down here, I have an artboard specifically for the logo. all of your logos go in here. So then when you are, designing something, just quick grab and drag. We will export these as files that, like PNGs and SVGs and EPSs. Like I will get her, thank you, Pug. I'm glad you think that. I absolutely love what she is doing, and I love that I get to help her and, kind of hopefully make a little bit of a difference in the world. Yep, SVG, TIFF, probably some JPEGs, all bunch of different file types. So she has everything she could ever possibly need. I'll also give her the source files. So even though she might not, actually, I think she might have Photoshop. I think she has Photoshop, but I don't know if she has the rest of the suite. So, if she ever needs them, she will have them. So then the second panel is all the colors. I broke them into primary and secondary. So, these are the ones we're going to use a lot. And then these are just little like punches of color. Then we have one that's all typography. So if you have one font, if you have multiple fonts, everything's going to be in here. So the logo itself is a different font, but any copy that we're going to be putting into different stuff, we're going to use Open Sans for. Then we have graphic elements. So these are the little bits and bobs. And it might be easier actually if I show you this with like my branding. So mine's fully flushed out because I've been working on this and I keep adding things as we go along. But your little graphic elements. So, the little things I use for when I have events on the channel, like no streams next week. Reminder. The overlay of, the top here where it has the little paw print and the bar. So these are just those little design elements. They don't necessarily fit into a specific category like a logo or a color palette, but it just keeping it organized and keeping it clean. So like all of my panels down below on Twitch, I keep in here. Some of these I don't even know if I still have up there anymore. I think I do. I might have removed some of these little ones over here on the side. And then, when I go and I was developing my media kit, I was able to just drag everything over and, add a few little bits and bobs. And it didn't take long because the brand's already established, because I already know these are the colors. This is the gradient I use in the background. This is the outline. I also, if you're a streamer in chat, I do my overlays in a graphic program first. The QR code I actually got from QRCodegenerator.com. It's part of the Bitly family. So that QR code goes to my Twitch channel. That just links straight to my Twitch channel. I put that on anything that might be printed. So my media kit, you might print it out. Oh, shush you, banana. Depending on who I send it to, they might print it out. They can scan it with their phone. You can scan it on the screen. It's just a QR code. Now, because I downloaded it as a vector graphic, I was able to make my QR code purple, which was fun. Welcome back, McNee! Aw, thank you, Banana. Banana. But yeah, so I actually do all the layouts for my different overlays. And then what I do, I mock them up in here, and then I take them into OBS. So I learned this trick from Nutty. Back-to-back conference calls. Oh my goodness. You've been taking notes. You just made my whole night worth it. Thank you. Okay, I'm not nervous about doing this anymore, guys. Yeah, so if you don't follow Nutty, absolutely amazing content creator who does a lot of stuff with how to use OBS, how to use different making your camera look better, making your audio better, like a lot of the technical end of streaming. Aw, thank you, Pug. I'm glad. Yeah, like it's always that you gotta get the first time out of the gate, and then then you're less nervous every single time. Like, oh my goodness, I remember the first time I streamed, I was a nervous wreck for the one person that showed up that I knew, Kraken. But yeah, so this is a great tip that I got from Nutty, where you'll design it in some kind of design software, and then export it as just a flat image, and then go into your OBS and put this image in there, and then start laying your elements over top of it, and then you recreate it in OBS, super easy peasy. And then because design software is a little easier to manipulate things, OBS is a little clunky on that front. It lets you kind of come up with all these different things. So, for example, we're looking at these different overlays I have. Here's the podcast style. When Krako and I went, these were hooked up. There is a thing in the background that this covered our Discord call. So we were just in Discord, and our two cameras were next to each other, and then this is transparent in these black areas, so you could see the cameras come through there. Here's our Hyper World one. I don't have the game running, so it's not going to be loaded into there. I didn't finish building this one, guys. Oops. So this is when we did our cooking streams. I was like, maybe we should do more of those, and then I realized I don't actually cook well. So yeah, we're probably never going to use this one. We have our talking one. I like this one, just because I see a lot of channels that have the chat and things like that, and I really wanted to make mine feel integrated. So that's why we have like the white little sticks in the side. We have our crafting stream layout, and then our normal video game. So normally we have our game filling the full screen, and then just this over here, and of course our intro screen, which is super fun. So like I said, I build these in XD first. I gotta stay out of the kitchen and you won't do design work. Okay, I am okay with this, McNee. I'm okay with this. My single endeavor in cooking streams was when, at chat's request, I made cat-friendly tacos for the idiots. They loved them. I have videos of it. I saved it. Aw, thank you, Banana. And like, this is why I want to do this, because I don't want this to be scary. I know some people, if you don't have a background in design, it's very overwhelming. And I want to be able to get people to feel more comfortable and be able to do these things and to grow their channels. And even if it turns out you can't or don't want to do your graphics, at least it gives the background, so when you're working with an artist on a commission, or you're trying to get some help from a friend, you have a better understanding. Unless you want to join my cook along, I can try. I can't guarantee it'll taste good. I make one thing really good: a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. Oh, I love your face, Banana. Pug is scared, but he learns info to pat. Oh, yes. At least you know the yes, exactly. You know the questions to ask. You know the preparation that you should get. So, I do want to do. Okay, guys. All right, I'm gonna show you the Holy Grail, if it ever opens. All right. So this is Notion. This is it's kind of like OneNote, Evernote. There's a million programs out there. I like this one because it has some pretty robust features. And this is where I actually lay out all of my content schedule. So and I actually just realized I never checked those off. Okay. So what I do is I have a list of all the different videos I want to do. And I don't know if I can zoom in or not. I can. So it might be a little easier to read now. Might still be a little. So all the different topics that I want to cover. Oh, good night, Bunny. I love your face. Sleep well. And just kind of going over all the different things that I want to cover in the Design Academy. So far we have released the basics of channel branding and understanding graphic softwares. Next is going to be all about color. And then what I do, this might also kind of help you guys figure out how to keep organized and everything. You might cry and break down. Oh, Pug. I have cried on camera. It's not as embarrassing as you might think. People are very supportive. The Roomba. Yeah, so I normally it is a channel point redemption that Herbert will go on the screen. But I hotkeyed, so basically I have my Firebot emulates a hotkey and it then plays that clip in OBS. Well, I didn't think about it. I made the hotkeys zoom in and zoom out. So that happens. Every time I hit Control plus or Control minus or one of those, it plays Herbert. And that's actually my real robot vacuum too. So we got him as a Christmas present from my parents. And Chris was like, you're not allowed to name him because you'll name it something stupid like Herbert. Which means I had to name him Herbert. And then I bought googly eyes and a mustache for him. He's so cute. And it's funny because like when he goes and he like runs into a wall, the googly eyes shake. Anyway, so what I really like about this is, first of all, I can keep really organized. Yeah, technically I didn't name him. All I did was put it in the app. Chris named him. So I have these checkboxes of where I am in the process with it. And then each one of these opens up a page. So this is actually where I do all of my research and scripts. So then this is episode 1. And I typed it all in here. And then as I was recording, I referenced my notes. Rating for 7 to 11-ish. Aww. But yeah, so this is how I keep my recorded content organized. I also so I do have a couple like affiliations and sponsorships. So like I have my Hybrid World information. I also keep track of my stream stats based off of so I kind of like log all of my stuff, and like they have details and stuff in them. So this is actually super huge to keeping me organized. I haven't done anything with this yet. I literally just pulled in a gallery, but this is going to be for like inspiration for builds and stuff like that. If you're drinking coffee while writing those, are they then Java scripts? I walked right into that one. But yeah, and then I track the release information of all the videos I've done. Although you may notice that there's one missing here. So yeah, like I really like Notion. It helps keep me organized. Just because I do have so much stuff going on with the channel at all times. And so much stuff to do. I think I have a to-do list in there too. I also have a to-do list in my notebook. And I have a to-do list in my phone. And I have a to-do list in my other notebook. And none of them are the same. So much for staying organized. Always type your notes because it's easy. Yes. So, I actually... Now this is a work story. I had a meeting with the 2 senior designers. So basically the structure of our team is we have the graphic designers, we have 2 senior designers, and then I am the lead designer. And each of them kind of oversees a group, and then I kind of oversee everybody. And we had a meeting, the 3 of us, and I wrote a note, and I could not for the life of me figure out what it said. And I took a picture of it on my phone and I sent it to them and I'm like, do you guys have any idea what we were talking about? And they're like, no. And I was like, okay, what did we talk about in the meeting? And it took us like half an hour to figure out what my notes said. So yes, type your notes. It's easier to read later. All right, but yeah, so this is basically this is kind of the Bible for my channel. Everything I do in here. I do have one of these a similar file for design school or design school. Oh my lord. So this is what I use for all of my graphics for Design Academy specifically. So I put my thumbnails in here. I put the different graphics that I use in yeah, so for like all the graphics in the videos themselves, even some that didn't get used, like I really wish I could have found a use for the kitten with the cupcake. I mean, who doesn't love a good kitten with a cupcake? Now I want a cupcake. But yeah, so I try to keep things as organized as possible. This, like I said, these are specifically Design Academy, the Design Academy elements, which are based off of the main brand of Mo, but they have their differences and they have some unique elements. It's a little more refined, a little less silly and, you know, cat-centric. I'll stop. You have binders. Oh, I love a good tactical notebook. Not tactical as in not tactical. Tactile. Yes, I do not have a tactical notebook. I have a tactile notebook. Let me see here. Ye old work bag. Actually, it's really cute. I love my laptop case. Anyway, but I have this one, and it is so stinking cute. This, and it's hard to see on camera, but it's kind of pinkish. It looks a little tan, but it's not. It's like a rose gold color, and I have my cute sticky notes. Those are important, and I have my to-do lists, and I have like schedules, and back here starting some wireframes, stuff like that. My assault notebooks, and actually it is not Coach, it is a random website I got an ad for on Instagram. It's Eco-Sussy? I have no idea. It definitely did not cost as much as Coach. Let's just say that. But it is really cute. I like this bag a lot. And it holds my work laptop. It has to hold a lot of stuff. So I have a beastly work laptop. It's heavy, that's what it is. It's heavy. Oh, I count you. You are family, Pug. You are 1000% family. You made your own pages for your pet binder because none of the available ones did what you wanted. Nice. Yeah. So I love, I love these ones with like the dotted pages, so that you can go and make your own layouts and stuff like that. This is my streaming notebook. They have gotten sloppier as we've gone along. This is when I first started. I was like, look at how pretty it is. I used a ruler. I used different colors. Now I'm lucky if I can read it, but I do like to document every raid I get, every person I raid out to, just so I make sure I remember everybody and, say thank you. But yeah. Yeah, I have so many notebooks. And then I also have, where'd it go? This is like my scribble notebook. It's like one of these little itty bitty ones. And this is where I just like randomly throw just notes like stairway, gears, lighting. Does anyone remember what that was? I feel like that was during a stream, right? Thank you for the water. I have OneNote for the soft copy. Yeah, so I use Notion instead of OneNote, but it's the same basic thing. Just like finding a place to keep it organized. Binders. Yeah, I have no idea what these. So like this is just scribble notes as I go through. But of course it's pink. Because everything's got to be pink. Okay, I have no idea what this is. Event. Ton of meetings. I swear I'm not insane, guys. All right. Anyway, so yeah, I like staying organized, and you aim to please. All right. So we have our ooh. Okay. We have our designs. We are going to send a contact sheet over to the client. I always feel so fancy when I say the client. It's Elizabeth. But so we're going to send those over to her. We're also going to finalize some of, if I can ever find the right thing, finalize some of these little bits and bobs. So some of this stuff we can do without a logo. You have learning, sometimes even you do stuff, someone has a different way, and it made me exactly. Like, I don't think that there is a right or a wrong way to do things, especially in design work. But I love finding out people's processes because you can always be inspired by each other. And yeah, this is how I work. I don't think another single person on the planet would work like this, and it's probably not the most efficient way, but hey, it works for me. So like I love sharing my process, and like I said, I love sharing just information and tidbits. Like, you know stuff I don't know. I know stuff you don't know. That's just the way the world is. We all have this knowledge, and I feel like it's something that we should all share. I think it's something that we can help each other grow. Do I check work on PDFs and stuff? Depending on what it is. If you want it proofread, probably not, because I'm terrible with spelling and grammar. But if you want me just to look at designs, I can definitely give you feedback on like layouts and stuff like that. And that goes for anybody, not just Pug. I am always open to giving a critical eye. I do it every day at work. it's part of my life. Inspired me. Oh my goodness! And my style sheet has a few things you were missing. Well, I am so glad we met. I absolutely love your energy. Has just been amazing, and I love that we see eye to eye in the world of design. It makes me happy. You're a proofreader? Oh, nice. I am not. All our different experiences teaches us different stuff. Exactly. I can't read measurements. I mean, I'm not good with like spelling and grammar and stuff like that, but understanding like dimensions and measurements and all that stuff, I can do that. Send them over. Yeah, so I feel bad. We have a copywriter on staff at work, and today I was like, I need a really bad subject line for a PowerPoint presentation, and she's like, okay. It was fantastic. I can offer proof that I've read behind that. All right, guys. So I think we're at a good stopping point. We have gotten a ton done. Like I said, you love training services and bartering. Me too. Especially when it gets the creative community going, because there are so many facets of the creative community, whether you are a writer or an artist or a designer or a developer. I consider them part of the creative community because they're building the final product. So I just love sharing the information, going back and forth. It feeds me. Also, I don't know why I just went to my channel. Let's try this. All right, who is online? Oh Lord, that was loud. Haven't seen Dish in a while. Lark. Koi's on. Do you guys want to go see some Minecraft? There's people who still know what reading is. Cries and photographer. Hey, photography is a massive talent. Massive talent. I love photography. I love watching people do photography. I'm not so good at it. But yeah, all right, let's go see Koi. I have not seen her for a little while here. Let me make sure I'm spelling her name right. You thought you were watching Minecraft all along? Of course! Of course! No one wants to pay for it. No! I'm sorry. Oh, you too, Wisty. So thank you guys. Oh, wait, that's not a universal command? Really? I did not know that. It's my channel. You'd think I would. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. I've had a fantastic time. You guys are absolutely amazing. We will be back on Wednesday for our last stream before San Diego. We're going to be with Krakow playing some Minecrafts. And then I will be off for a week, but when I get back, I can't wait to just hop back in and really go full force once this presentation is over with. So thank you again. Love you guys so very much, and have a great night.